College basketball is officially underway, so what better way to spend some time than by breaking down an exciting college basketball opening? I'm here with David and Evan to discuss. UConn starts the year in an informal spot, not being ranked #1. Is Notre Dame the true #1 team?
I mean, I see Notre Dame. They have 5 players, all starting 5, are all on the wooden watch for the Irish. They're led by Arike Ngubawale, who is an ice-cold assassin on the basketball court. She is a tremendous basketball player. We saw what she did in the Final Four and in the national championship game for Notre Dame last year. 2 clutch buzzer beater shots to steal the championship for the team. And the only player who was out last year is Brianna Turner, who missed the entire year with a knee injury. She's back. This team is ready to repeat, and they look like they're ready to repeat.
Notre Dame's not a bad pick at all, but UConn's track record, even over the past few years when they haven't won, is enough to tell me they should be ranked #1 at least to start until they lose. I mean, they've lost 2 games by a combined 4 points since their 111-game streak. You've got Gino Auriemma, who knows what he's doing.
But here's my thing. You said they lost 2 games by 4 points. They don't lose often, but Gino does not know how to coach in close games. That's why they lose these close games by 2, by 3 points. Mm-hmm. So if any team that can act, they're like the hockey. They're like hockey. They're like the Russians.
Sorry. Can I get you guys' reaction to the Champions Classic from Tuesday night?
All right. So, I mean, I'm just going to go out and say it. Like, Duke, oh, my God. Oh, wow. This team looks really good, ready to take the next leap. And, I mean, they embarrassed Kentucky, who's the number 2 team in the country.
I can't argue with that at all.
Number 2 recruiting class.
That is the problem, I think, with how Kentucky is. John Calipari has made no secret that he recruits one-and-dones.
Yeah.
And sometimes that comes back to bite him, and this is one of those cases.
But you know who does it better? One coach who does it better is Mike Krzyzewski. He has taken the one-and-done deal from Calipari and made it even better. I mean, they have the top 3 players in the country, not to mention, I think, number 12 with Trey Jones, and all 4 of them outscored the entire Kentucky team 89-83.
Yeah.
It's absurd. This is the number 2 team in the country, and they made them look like they're a Division II basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
David, what do you think of Michigan State? They played Kansas that night as well.
Only lost by 5. That was a high-scoring affair, which for early in the season, especially with 2 teams that are ranked that highly, is quite rare at 92-87. But Tom Izzo and his team, I don't know why they always schedule these early games, because Tom Izzo hates them, and his team more often than not loses. Well, not necessarily loses badly, but they lose. I don't know why they schedule these.
So I think, Tom Izzo and both, the Kansas coach, Bill Self, both, expressed displeasure with these early games, saying they don't know what they have yet, so why are we scheduling it? Like, I understand ratings, but still, Izzo loses these games, I think, on purpose to kind of break down the team, build them back up. I mean, this was a very, very physical Spartan team. They look like a normal Tom Izzo team. They fight to the end. They made a comeback. They just didn't make enough. In terms of Kansas, mix of young and old. They need to work on closing games, and they're not the number 1 team in the country.
Quentin Grimes looked really great in that game.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Duke's #1 until something else happens, because that kind of a performance is just wow.
Can I get you guys' predictions from men's and women's? Starting with women's.
So women's, for the championship game, I have Oregon versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame winning it. But Oregon, I mean, you have Sabrina Ionescu, who has 19.7 points per game last season, and Ruthie Hibbard, 17.6 points per game last season. Oregon's ready to take the next step, but Notre Dame's going to be better.
I'm going to go with UConn. I mean, I know they're young, but Katie Lou-Samuelson's coming back. Like I mentioned earlier, Gino Auriemma. If there's anybody that knows how to coach in championship games, he's it. Baylor, I think, is going to be the opponent there. I just feel like something's going to happen to Notre Dame that's going to derail them, whether it's through their fault or not.
And then quickly, can I get you guys' men's prediction?
Duke versus Villanova. This is the matchup I wanted to see last year, but Villanova is known to do the 5-out offense where everyone can shoot a 3, everyone's athletic. Duke has gone out this year. I just want to see Duke versus Villanova.
David?
I'm going to go with Duke versus Kansas, and I'm going to give Kansas the nod. I just think they're too experienced in comparison to Duke.
What? That's all this week for college basketball. Next is college football.